The game of baseball, with its roller coaster of swings and misses, can be viewed as a metaphor for life and a blueprint for dealing with challenges.
In tonight's cover story, WGN's Mike Lowe shows us how a star college player from South Suburban Richton Park and an alum of the competitive White Sox A's traveling team made the biggest impact of his life outside the lines.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Kentucky State University, home of your thoroughbreds.
AG, US Short, and a 7.
For today's game, we welcome the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University.
Hey, us on me, us on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, got to tack on.
Sitting in the stands watching his son play a college baseball game.
Now batting for the Golden Tigers, right fielder number 18, Corey Stallings.
Hey, good eye.
Corey Stallings Sr.
Hey, good cut.
A longtime high school baseball coach knows better than most that life, like baseball, can sometimes throw you a curveball. It's why he's beaming.
Boy, get through there. Boot me.
As his son is batting.
There was a possibility he wouldn't be able to play this year or even play again, period.
Corey Stallings Jr., known as CJ, is playing right field today.
Our boy.
Against all odds, just months after undergoing
Let's go, Tate.
life-saving surgery.
Honestly, this game, it's the closest I would say to life. With the ups and the downs, and you just have to stay steady.
The native of South Suburban Richton Park was a star at Rich Central High School. The 23-year-old earned a scholarship to Tuskegee,
Our boy.
a historically black university in Alabama.
CJ brings an edge and a grittiness. And the kids from Chicago, they're gonna always bring you a tough mentality.
Come on, work ahead.
Tuskegee head coach Reginald Hollins
Nice job. We got 2. Hey, most important here, work hard for it.
has been at the helm of the program for 13 seasons.
So you have to learn how to adjust and, respond to adversity. And so that's what CJ does.
On this day, Tuskegee played a doubleheader
Play.
at Kentucky State University in the capital of the Bluegrass State,
Hey, you see what I'm saying?
Frankfort,
He not calling nothing down there.
about 350 miles southeast of Chicago. He learned the game from his father.
He was on T-ball and he said, "Dad, can you coach me? Can you coach my team?" And I said, "CJ, I don't think that'd be a good idea." His next line is what changed everything. At 6, he said, "So you can coach everybody else's kid, but not your own."
His answer came in a dozen years with his dad on the diamond,
He's my role model.
deepening the almost magical connection
That relationship is unbreakable.
that fathers and sons have with the game of baseball.
So he was raised by his dad, not only in the household, but on the diamond as well.
But then, the curveball. Corey Sr. was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, the 9th leading cause of death in the United States.
My kidneys didn't receive blood or oxygen for like 12 minutes, and that was kind of what did them in.
Corey Sr. was in kidney failure and on dialysis.
It really kind of took a toll on me as far as I would have no energy.
But the bigger toll was on those who watched him withering away.
The toughest, most resilient guy I know.
Particularly the son who carries his name.
I was probably at my lowest.
CJ knew his dad needed a transplant to survive. He also knew he was one of the few people who could actually help.
I never asked anybody.
He didn't have to ask. I already knew once, that I found out that his kidneys were failing, it was go time.
CJ decided he would be a living donor.
Just getting him back to 100%, that was my goal.
That life-saving surgery, it wasn't for himself.
It's even hard to put into words because, it almost makes me get emotional. I said, but you literally saved my life.
A bond strengthened by a selfless son who gave his father the gift of life.
A part of me is in him, and I'm happy that I honestly could do that for him because it's my role model, it's my hero.
Yes!
Here you go, good job. Go 2.
The surgery was in mid-October.
Hold 2. Down.
And now CJ is playing with a lot of speed and a little showmanship. More importantly, Corey Sr. is back attending games, no longer fatigued with kidney failure.
This is the best I've felt in years.
Thanks to a son who knows that a sacrifice sometimes means more than laying down the perfect bunt.
I always told him, like, you know, despite whatever happens, you know, sports doesn't define who Corey Stallings Jr. is, or does it define our relationship?
And that you don't need to be on the mound to record the ultimate save. In Frankfort, Kentucky, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
What a gift. A little more on the baseball now. Stallings is an alum of the White Sox ACE program, a traveling team of Southside stars competing against the best in the Midwest. The program is funded by the White Sox and is designed to open the game to African-American players on the South Side.
So far in the program's 15 years, players have earned more than 230 college scholarships, with 100 going to Division I schools. The best part is when he said that a part of his dad is in him, now a part of him is in his dad. So that's phenomenal.
Wonderful. Well, still ahead, Facebook is finally paying out